The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Caps and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go! 390! Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is it. 18. 54. Alert. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
all that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcome, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57, Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Running for it, here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Switch. Watch the 59.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Jets, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 11. 53's a month. 53, check 53.
From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. These two teams all tied after one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Watson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Cook. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, it's Long. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Green 80. It's a party now. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Close. Hey, check. I'm on. Check 4.
Now Olsen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Territory coughs up the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Check out. Wide, 622.
Now a first down throw, Locke. Now they go screen, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Watson. And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Blunt. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Come.
Out of the gun, Luck. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the ship. Hey.
22 jet bomber.
Mike's 49. Mike.
To the air again. Locke. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
The final shot before the break. Locke. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Mexico. 12.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Locke on the keeper. Throw away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. 49's the mic. Watch 49. They can't hang with us.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53, check 53. Danny. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. Mike, number 10.
Throwing again. Watson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Reggie. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch safety creep. Safeties, let's go, Mexico. Check 9.
Here's Luck. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Watson throwing again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. It'll
go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Luck now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action. It's locked. Dancing to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Back to throw, Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. On second and 10, Locke. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but now it'll be third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bass. And he's got some space here. That goes for a gain of 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. To throw is Locke. And Locke will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bump.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Star Lotulelei in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Locke. Anunu's got it. Complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Locke now to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Buying time to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We got 6 on the
Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score 49, Jets 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
59. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Who there? Who there?
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Ready next time.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. On 4th down, Luck. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Watson rolling to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,